Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another exciting edition of the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show. This is going to be a very, very, very great show today. I hope that you will stay tuned and stay with us, be part of the show, and enjoy the show as it lasts because we have great political and economic contributors, economic commentators, political commentators today with us. The guests are already here waiting. I'm going to start my show real quick by saying thank you to all my guests and to you, the viewers at home, listening to this program. Without you, the program is not complete. We appreciate you. It's a live broadcast that comes up every Wednesday and Saturday. And sometimes occasion may demand that we have another show like tomorrow. There's another one coming that is specially for the YDP, what do you call the Young People's Democratic Party that they are forming in Nigeria. They have requested a special program for them tomorrow. That's going to be another explosive one. That will be coming tomorrow anyway. But today is our main show, which is Saturday. It starts the same time as Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time and Canada. Then 5 p.m. in the UK. 5:30 p.m. in the UK, and then 6:30 p.m. in Nigeria time. I urge you to always stay tuned because this is the only station, the live broadcast, where you get the genuine information direct from the source. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the show. I've seen good people like my colleague in Activism, Kola Edokpayi. I greet you. I see Osuyi Charles, my brother, my boy. You know, I say hi to you out there in Nigeria. And I see my son, Osagona Okumbo from Europe. I say hi to you. And my very own, backbone, Ronnie J, who is also going to be one of the guests today, is already there. I say hi and greetings to you all. And so we are about to start. And I just want to quickly introduce my guests to you. I have two of them already waiting. Before I do that, I'm going to put on your screen, I'm going to pay tribute to a lady, courtesy of, a lady, a very virtuous woman that passed away 17 years ago. And somebody has made this request that I should please put it on my show to, just to show that they love her and they miss her a lot. This was put together by Abiyuwa Joy. Abiyuwa Joy from the UK. So I'm going to put this on your screen. Take a look at it. You may know this lady. And after that, then I'm going to bring my guest to you. So this is the lady Ameze Osumbo, who passed away 17 years ago. So Joy Abiyuwa, a Morvan who lives in the UK. That is your request. Ameze Osumbo 17 years ago. So again, with that being said, I'm going to bring you my first guest on the show today. Mr. Ronnie J, welcome to the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show.
So it's a pleasure.
All right.
Hope you can hear me very well. So, you can hear me? Hello?
I also want to introduce my next guest, who is Chris Ojais. Chris Ojais, you are welcome to the show. Are you there? Chris, can I hear your voice? Okay, I guess it should probably be on the background, but like I said, this is
Sorry, were you able to hear me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Clearly, yeah.
I wasn't sure. Thank you.
I got you. At the beginning, you was muted, but now you are unmuted. So
it's all good.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring I'm going to introduce the show today. First of all, let me congratulate the governor of Edo State and his deputy, Felix Shaibu. The governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Nogegase Etwa Obaseki, and his deputy, Felix Shaibu, they were both inaugurated for their second term a couple of days ago. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations all the way, Mr. Governor Godwin Nogegase Obaseki. We wish you all the best that you have for the people of Edo State. And we also want to congratulate Barrister Osaodion Ogie, who is the first appointee of the governor on the second term as the SSG. That means the secretary to the state government. Barrister Osaodion Ogie Esquire. Congratulations to you on your appointment. Now, our topic for today is, we have a lot to discuss about. Number one to discuss about today is the insecurity that is going on in our state today. Our state is a state that is known for peace, and but because of after the election, I don't know whether it's after the election or is it after the after the protest that resulted to rioting and all that stuff. I don't know if that is what is responsible. Yes, sir. Hello? Okay, so sorry about that. Let me see. The after the election, there was a little bit of confusion in the state or something, and then there come the protest of the NSAS. The NSAS protest came, and it has, it messed up a lot of things. There was a lot of destruction. There was a lot of anarchy. There was no more law and order, in the state. Then we are now hearing so many news, bad news from home, that the cultists that were, contained in the past has come back again. They are killing people. Robbery is happening, daylight robbery, and many things, many evil things are going on at the moment in our state. That is not our wish. So we are going to talk about all that today, and I have in my audience, please be prepared when the time comes for me to take calls from the audience. Please help us out, and we will appreciate. We will appreciate, your contribution. I have another gentleman joining us today, which is Justice Asiri. I'm going to introduce you in just a minute, but give me a minute. So we got a lot of people here today to help us out with this discussion. The crisis that is going on in our state in particular. We are hearing this bad news of killings, daylight robbery, kidnapping, which has been contained in the past, has come back. What is responsible for that? Again, I'm going to introduce back the new person that just joined us. Chris has not responded. I tried to introduce him, but he's not responding yet. I guess he's on the background. I just have a gentleman joining us. I want you to please go ahead and unmute yourself. Justice Asiri. Welcome to the Jobran Idele-Ero show. I believe you want to be part of this discussion today. Your contributions are highly welcome. Chris, are you there? Can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Justice. Okay, he disappeared. Now, Mr. Ronnie J, let me start with you. In order not to delay the show. I just mentioned what is going on right now in the state. I wanted to say something. First of all, if you want to go ahead and congratulate our governor that has just been inaugurated and his deputy, and then Osaodion Ogie, who has been appointed, the very first appointment made by the governor as the SSG. He was the SSG in the first tenure, and now with all confidence he has brought him back again to be the SSG. Go ahead, Mr. Ronnie J.
Obviously, in every election, there are winners and there are losers, and I really appreciate that the second term has begun, and the second opportunity to reform the state has begun. So I congratulate the governor and his deputy. I also congratulate the new chief of staff. And also, I want to use the opportunity to also congratulate Joe Biden. Don't forget that. If Joe Biden wasn't there, you can't be doing that show.
I got you.
So we're very happy about that. And it's quite sad to hear the stories that are coming out from our beautiful town, beautiful state, and the new development. And we both know the source of this. This is no longer a security issue that is born out of unemployment only. The core of this is now a political statement to say, oh, because for some people, maybe I'm not pointing my fingers at the tigers and the lions, but there are people in the background who are saying, we're going to make this state difficult for you to govern. There are a set of people who are now saying, okay, we're going to make things hard to make this country or this state hard for you to govern. And so security issues that the government faces across the country is challenging. To get a resurgence in our state, we need to get to the root cause of this. Why all of a sudden, after 4 years of progress, we now have this new development of this high level of kidnapping and crime and robbery and really amalgam in the state? Are we going to attribute this to the handful of people who escaped at the prison? Are we going to attribute this to some people who were just angry that they will not be able to get into power? Or are we going to attribute this to those who are in power, who want positions, and they're using this opportunity to create havoc? Something is wrong somewhere. It doesn't add up. You can't just go from 0 to 100 overnight. The system has broken somewhere. And we cannot blame NSAS. We can go back to the NSAS thing and say, okay, because SARS is no longer in the city or no longer in the country, is that why armed robbery and crime has increased? Who is making a statement? Somebody somewhere is trying to make a statement so that something can happen. So that's just the beginning and the opening of my conversation.
Okay, thank you so much. I just got another information here that Benin is hot, Benin is red, Benin is tough. So they are part of what we're just discussing right now. I thank you for that. The reason is what we're trying to find out: why a state that was peaceful 4 years ago before the election, now we know that courtesan was contained to a great extent. The Agberos were contained to another extent. How come that it is all coming back again? Kidnapping, armed robbery. Our Oba Onoba Nedo Ukuakpolo Oba Eware the second Ogidigan also did his best, in collaboration with the state government, to contain hooliganism, to contain the Agberos, to contain the CDAs, and in fact, the security was, coming to normalcy in Nigeria in the past term. Now, after the election, after the NSAS, we are now experiencing another round of insurgency in Benin. This is not how our state is. Benin City in particular is a peaceful place. How come? What is responsible for this is the question we are asking. I will come back to the audience later because I have opened up my line, my WhatsApp line, for them to call in and make their own contribution. But for now, my guest, Ronnie J, and I'm still expecting Chris to join us because he's still here. I think I'm still seeing him on the background. Uh, he will join us. Maybe later on, Ambassador Wifo will as well join the contribution. Mr. Ronnie J, you just talk about what you think that could be responsible for the comeback of the insurgency, talking about crime wave in Benin City, in Edo State. You know, now what is the problem? Is it because of the NSAS? Now I understand. We are hearing from, what we are hearing is that there's no police out there. They said the police. Is it that are they revolting? Are they protesting on their own, not coming out because of the fact that during the NSAS, the police stations, I understand that up to about 5 in the state were burnt down. The hoodlums made away with their uniforms, their weapons, and all that. I believe those are part of what is going on. They are now using, and they were also. Remember, there was this jailbreak. There was a jailbreak, prison break.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be all these people that were released that is now are all out doing their crimes. So can you say something, please? Let me. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of narrow it down where all this is coming from.
You're trying very hard to be very political so that we don't offend one person or the other. But you have
Exactly.
raised very good points.
Yeah.
It is hard for anyone unless you have the daily security briefings to be able to give a very accurate source of why this has happened. We've always known that security has always been a challenge in terms of the high level of youths that are unemployed and the lack of engagement of youths into the political policies and procedures and operations in the state, and the opportunities that they have to develop. We've always known that that's going to create a problem. The political Ghana must go sharing the money was able to kind of keep them quiet prior to Obasanjo's regime. But when he came in, that all changed, and the youth all went try to look for work and try to adjust. So for there to be a sudden spike in criminality, as I said before, something has happened. And the only significant thing that we can say, or the two significant things that happened was there was a change in government, and 2, there was a apathy against the police. So if the police is not available, then anarchy will prevail. That is a fact. So we have to look at how we're going to curtail the anarchy. It's going to have to be the people getting trust back in the policing system, and the police getting their pride back, because their pride has been damaged. Although the people who were protesting at the NSAS were not protesting against the police in general, they were protesting against the attitude of the bad cops that makes the good cops look bad. So, and they were fighting for more pay. They were fighting for more equipment, better housing for the police, better care for the police, because that's the core of the fight. The fight was look after the police better, look after them, give them the equipment that they need, give them the training that they need, employ good policemen and qualified policemen, and then policing will improve. However, as we both know, the whole process was hijacked by people with a different intention, which attacked, apparently from what you said, attacked police stations, and that has caused a problem. But I believe that with the governor that we have hope. And I believe that with the beautiful collaboration and relationship that the governor has with the commissioner of police for the state, there is hope that we'll go through this spike, but things will gradually come down. Remember, we've been through this before. There was a time, a long period of time, where kidnapping was very rampant in Benin. If you come to look at it, there are less rich people to kidnap now in Benin anyway. unless you want to go start kidnapping people for 5,000, 10,000 naira, because everyone is struggling. Nobody's getting money from the government. Everyone's looking for their own business to do their own thing. So from that point of view, I strongly believe that the government will sit down with his deputy and then they will plan out a strategy in order to reduce this insecurity, because the security of the state is the bedrock of the plan, of the progress of the governor's plans. If the state is not secure, he will find it very difficult to invite international investors like ourselves, diasporas, to come and invest in the state. So he has done the first part, whereby he provided power. Now he needs to provide a safe environment for investors to invest. So it's critical for his 4-year plan to succeed. He's working really hard with the education. We give him that, But in terms of the security wise, I'm sure just the way he set up a COVID committee to deal with this, I'm sure he's looking at these on a daily basis, because he's getting the daily security reports to try and find out, listen, guys, let's find a solution to reduce this crime rate. It can be done. It can be done, because it can be done.
Yeah, that is true. There's nothing beyond repair anyway. There's nothing, so bad that cannot be fixed.
Correct.
It's not something that is not fixable. But the thing now is, remember, on this same program, on this platform, this channel, we have been talking about, the ambassador is not here yet. I hope he joined us soon. Now, we've been talking about people going home, encouraging the people in the diaspora to go home, that our place is now secure. We have a new sheriff in town. We have a new governor who has performed very well in the first term, regardless of the disturbance that he had for like about a year and a half. We all believe that he did very well. Then with that confidence, we gave him the mandate. Okay, now, we have been encouraging people, especially from my own end here, from this channel,
yes, you have,
this platform, encouraging people in the diaspora, wherever they are, to go home and partner with the government. Because the government have provided all the tools available, to to give us, or to give everyone from the diaspora a soft landing, whereby they will be able to invest and be happy anyway. So first of all, the governor has put in place the Oshomo power plant. Remember, that one has just been launched. They kind of tested it with the stadium, the Dr. Samuel Bemudia Stadium. It has been lighted up in that zone. The neighborhood, all the adjoining streets and all that enjoyed 24 hours of power supply. That is in place, which is a good thing. Now we're also hearing about the Gele seaport, which is going to attract a lot of investors, foreign and local investors. With the port there, that will boost the economy of our state. Okay, that is there. We also have also seen a lot of other things that is been going on. Now we also have the governor making it easy for people to now acquire properties and get what they call the CFO, certificate of occupancy, without stress. First of all, they reduce the price, they reduce the time at which it will be processed and get approved for everyone. Those are very, very good program that is lined up by the governor and the state government, itself. Okay, how are we now with the development of things, the I'll call it insurgency, that are just erupted again in those states, particularly in Benin City and some other major cities, as we are hearing it from those on ground. With this.
Go ahead.
With this insurgency that are just erupted again, how can we now, encourage those in the diaspora who were preparing? Many of them has, packed their baggages and try to go home, to do exactly what we have encouraged them to do. They are going home, including myself. You know,
Yes.
I'm about to go home. I'm about to go home. But now it is so scary. You hear your
Yeah.
family and friends calling you, hey, if you know you're coming, please change your ticket. Do not come. It is not the right
Mm,
time to come home. That is
mm.
so, I mean, I just don't know how to,
There's never a right time,
you
brother.
know what
There's
I mean?
never a
So
right time. You know,
now that we are being
the people that are
discouraged,
texting you,
on the
where
other
are
hand,
they
we were the
texting you
one
from?
encouraging people to go, my partner with the government to invest, and then all of a sudden, there's a
Mm.
U-turn that we should not come. So how can we reconcile all this, Mr. Ronnie J?
Listen, the people that are sending you that message to say don't come, where are they? Are they not in the same city where they say you should not come? You are talking like you're in JJC. Once you get to Benin tomorrow now, you get your short nigga and you're walking down the street like no man's business. You know, you're not a millionaire, so you don't have anything to worry about. It's those people that want to go and show off that have a problem with going to Benin. You know? Anyway, on the street.
Mr. Ronnie, this is no
Yes,
longer
yes,
a
yes.
matter of going to show up. No, I don't think that's what
Yes.
it is. You know, I
Okay.
don't think that's what it is because you know it that if it is a matter of showing up. I mean, gone are the days. This is it's a serious matter. It's a
Yes,
serious
yes,
matter.
yes.
Nobody
No, no,
want
I'm
to put
serious.
nobody want
Sorry.
to
So
put his or
I wanted to
herself in
just
danger.
for your viewers who are watching, I wanted to just kind of calm them down a bit.
Oh, I
You
see.
know,
Okay.
not to give them
Well,
the impression that we have a war zone in Benin. For God's sake, man, we all been there. We all been through the whole process. It's not a war zone. It is just another event that the state is going through, and we'll get past that. Do you understand? It's just another process of people are still living there. People are still making money. People are still suffering. People are still dying. Life is still continuing. Do you understand? Police are still working. They might not be as efficient as before, but they are working. So let's calm down the whole send text message. Oh, Oibo is coming. Hey boy, day. You understand? Like, because I say that because from what you see, like minds attract like minds. People that want to hear about criminality attract criminality information. People that want to hear about progress and development attract progress and development. That is just the bottom line. Excuse me. If you want to constantly hear about negativity from Africa, that's all you're going to hear. But if you want to hear about progress where things are happening, the movers and shakers, those are the information that you start to hear. So we have to choose in our mind, what do we want to hear? You are going because you have a vision. And the vision you're going for is what should be your target. You understand? You don't want to go as that. At all times, we all are always going to be very careful. In any country we go to in Africa, you have to be extremely careful for security reasons. It doesn't mean that you can't leave. If you go into invest, for example, you talked about some of the investment, the long-term investment that the governor has been able to encourage to come to the state. Those are long-term investments. And those investments need investors, subsidiary investors, to be able to make those investments worthwhile. The problem, the challenge now is, who are these people who are going to come and invest in these subsidiary businesses to encourage and create development and to create employment? That is it, within the short space of time. Because having the Osimo power plant, having the agricultural plants, and having the farms that will not produce in the next 2 or 3 years, those are long-term plans that will benefit us. But in the short term, don't forget that we also have COVID. COVID is also another major hindrance for the government. Look at the football match that was played yesterday. That would have generated a lot of money for the state, because I'm sure when the governor bidded to have that international football game played at Ogbe Stadium, he did that on the basis that that would attract people to the state. It would attract guests to book hotels. It would attract officials, it will attract the spectators, and that's extra money coming to the state. But we can't get that extra money now because of COVID. The stadium was empty. So we've missed out on over 30,000 visitors that would have booked out all the hotel rooms, practically 80% of the hotel rooms in the city. So that's investment that's been lost. So there's COVID challenges also. So going back to those who are looking at investing in the state, they should understand that this is a process. And if you understand the process, you don't rush into doing what you're doing. Don't be afraid, and you have to just be more careful, but not to be afraid. Not be more careful to pursue your dream and plan better. You know, these are all, we don't just rush and say, oh, yeah. We now have, go to the pastor here, I'll pack my load and go home. Mba. You do that, then you're planning to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You know, you take your time, and if you've never done it before, you take your time and you slowly plan for the next 10 years. Don't just pack your load and go. Otherwise, if you get there after 3 months, you pack your load and come back.
Yeah, you see, I got that part, Mr. Ronnie J. I like your subtle, kind of intervention here on this program with the tension that it got. I mean, I started it. It's not my fault. Please forgive me. I am not trying to raise the bar. You know, it's not me. It is the way the news is coming from home. Number one, it is mind-boggling. It's disturbing. It is disturbing.
I think what you should do. I think what you should do is you should reach out to invite the PRO for the state police to be to feature in this show next week, so we can get first-hand communication with the police, because I know they're very accessible and they will be willing to speak on to diasporas, to reassure diasporas. We can also reach out to the special advisor on security issues to the government, you know, and get a statement from these people. They're not heaven or earth. They're not invisible people. We can reach out to them and get the information. You know, I'm not blaming you, because you are not the one that's starting this. You are raising a concern that people are concerned about, and I appreciate you for doing that.
Okay.
And I want this show to be a platform for those who are watching to send a message to you and say, okay, really and truly, this thing Akasalau, you know, everywhere they read.
That is correct. But my point is, you see, the reason why I said that is, let me tell you one thing. I have been trying in this program for should I say up to about a month now. I've tried to reach out to the PRO of the police department, even the governor himself. I've reached out to the secretary to, no, sorry, I think, should I say, the political assistant on media matters in Benin. So either he invite the governor to my program, or himself showed up. Look, all this effort has been on, and no one has responded. They have not.
I think they will. I think it's just
them out here to come and speak to the
at
people.
The moment, I agree. I think at the moment, you know, everyone's just finished an election. They're planning for yesterday. You know, he's swearing in. So until he was sworn in, nobody knew where they were sitting. Everybody's on the fence. Do you understand? But you know the way things work now. Everyone's kind of being very careful. They don't want to go say something or do something, and they don't get their appointment, or everyone's fighting for their appointment at the moment. You know, so for someone to come out, the only person that can come out and talk to you on air now with beating his hand on his chest are those that already have appointments. Am I correct?
You're right about that. That's politics for you, you know.
That is it. That is it. I mean, look at the country where you come from, Joe Biden. The chief of staff didn't come out to speak until he was appointed. You know, he only came out to start giving interviews on CNN and everywhere until his position was confirmed, and that is just a reality.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna continue to deal with that. I'm going to continue to send out the invitation out there, to send out the invitation to them to come to the show, because the people want to hear directly from them, especially the police department, I will be very, very, happy and appreciate, because the audience, they have been overwhelmed. They've been impressing on me. Hey, why don't you invite the police department? Why don't you invite people, with
No problem.
some
I'll send you
responsibility
the
from
I'll
the state
send you a
government
phone.
to
I'll
come
send
out
you the
here?
phone number
Right,
that you should call. I'll
right.
send you that number after the show,
Okay, thank you. I
and then
appreciate that.
to arrange everything.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
no
So
problem.
these are things that have been going on. But like I said, I will also take your advice. I will continue to make the invitation, put the invitation out there for them to appear, because the people want to hear from them on this platform. I know they have been appear. Probably they have been appearing in other platforms, but in this Joe Brown Idele-Ero show, people want to see them. They want to hear from them. So I will be happy to see that the people respond to my invitation and show up and explain to the people directly, so they can all hear. Because this medium is worldwide, it goes far, it goes beyond, the what people think. All right, so we're gonna move on here. We're gonna move on here now. The we are talking about the insecurity. Now, it was not supposed to be the topic of the day. We were supposed to talk about
Yeah, we
the
can go back. Second time. Yeah, we can go back to that. I thought maybe you going step by step, so we can go from security to other issues going forward.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
You're happy with that?
I agree with you, but now we are. Let us leave the security issue alone for now. But they need to change the situation. That is emergency. It is an emergency. They need to change it. Otherwise something else could happen. It will escalate again to something that we don't want that to happen in our state. So I hope that the governor is already addressing the issue, because there is nobody that will claim ignorance of what's going on. If we in the diaspora are getting the messages here, so those at home, especially the governor, they'll be getting all this information and all that stuff. So I believe that the governor is already doing something about it. They must be working, having meetings with the security agents and all that. Okay, so that's done.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm gonna take us back to how and what we are expecting the governor, Mr. Godwin Noyase Obaseki, and his deputy, what we are expecting them to do. He has he has made the first appointment by reappointing Barrister Osaodion Ogie, Esquire, as the SSG to Edo State government. And that's fine. But we are all expecting, not just me alone, everyone is expecting the governor to hit the ground running now that they have been sworn in, they've been inaugurated without delay, because there's a lot to do. I will repeat this again, that to whom much is given, much is expected. The governor enjoyed the overwhelming support of the people both at home and in the diaspora. So therefore, I can tell you that people are already anxious. Okay, what's going to happen next? Now that he has been sworn in, all that kind of stuff. I know they're going to come gradually. It's not automatic. It's not magic. It's not magical at all. So, however, I know that the state governor himself is somebody who knows what to do at the right time. So, Mr. Ronnie, we talked about it a little bit last week or so, about the fact that after the governor is sworn in, what do we expect him to do, or like the initial stage? What are those things? Is it completing the projects that was abandoned before the election, or is it coming up with new projects and all that stuff? So, or is it going to concentrate on expanding the light, the power, supply, statewide or something? What are we expecting him to do at this moment, Mr. Ronnie Jacobs.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate the pace and your passion, for your state. It's not easy, even with all the challenges. You keep going and going and going. So well done. I think to me, it's very simple and clear. He said he's got a plan. He's got a long-term plan. He's got a master plan that they are working to. I remember the deputy governor saying this during the campaign, that they've got a 10 or 20-year plan that they're designing, that even after they leave government, the next person can pick up on that master plan and continue the management of the state. That is governance. You're going to have erosion. You're going to have high state of crime. You're going to have earthquakes. You're going to have riots and NSAS. You're going to have different things, COVID-19, that will come. These are different events that would upset the plan. But the core of his plan, he should stick to that plan. He should not be deviated by politicians who want him to share money. He should not lose the trust of the people who believe in him, that Osadebe Avenue is not where you go and collect Ghana must go. The people voted for the integrity and freedom, accessibility, integrity of the governor, the freedom of not having anybody dictating to them or godfathers, and accessibility, the ability to be able to access anyone within the government to get information on what you want to do. Those three things are key. He should maintain those policies, maintain his plan that he wants to deliver, and continue to work at the plan. He was going to try some would work, some would fail, some would pause for a while. There are some he might say, oh, let's keep this one to next year. There are some that will work. That is governance for you. That's like any other business. With the small money he has to make sure that he sticks to his plan. Whatever is not working, put people in charge to tweak it a little bit and try to make it work. We are always going to expect the governor to build an airport on Mission Road. We are always going to expect the governor to finish Gelegele Seaport. That is not going to happen. Within the 4 years of Israel, Gelegele Seaport is not going to be ready. So who is expecting that to be ready should just stay on hold. These things take a long time. You understand? Before you do the geographical study, that will take another 4 years. Before you now prepare the seabed and make it wide enough, it takes a long time. We live in a Western country where to build a road, you see that road for 6 years they're working on that road, and you keep saying, when are these cones going to be removed from this road? Is it ever going to be ready? But they keep working on the road.
It was pre-planned. It was
exactly.
Pre-planned, yes.
You see some guys come with yellow jacket, they'll stand there, be smoking cigarette, drinking coffee. You think they are not doing anything, but they'll just be working bit by bit. And that's what the governor just needs to do. He needs to just ensure that he should not be one of those governors that want to please everybody. You want to please the people. Because of that, you go and tie a road that was not in your plan to tar. You go and start tying roads that leads to some political governor leader's house. That was not his plan. So he should not fall into that. Stick to the plan that you have. If at the end of your second term, you can show a report card and say, I did 10% more than what I did in my first term, you have achieved a great deal, Governor Obaseki. If you can achieve 10% more than what you did in your first term, you have achieved beyond every governor that has done second term in that state.
Okay, thank you, my brother. I understand all that. You are still listening to the Joe Brown Idele-Ero show, happening live on Facebook, and we are also on YouTube. Don't forget that our YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/user/Joe Ero 100. That's That's our YouTube channel. Please, if you are just joining us, please share the program and invite your friends and group to be part of this show. We're going to open up the call lines at exactly 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. US, which is about 7 p.m. 7 p.m. UK and 8 p.m. Nigeria. I believe that's what the time will be, if I'm not mistaken. But I know that it is going to be 1 p.m. here in the US and Canada, for us to open up the phone line if you want to call in to ask questions or to make contributions. So when you come online, please limit your time to like 1 minute. Don't stay too long on it, because we have a lot of people that may have questions or contributions to make. And then that time will be 1 p.m. In the US and Canada. Then I think it is 7 p.m. in the UK, and then 8 p.m. in Nigeria. So again, you are still listening to the Idele-Ero show. We'll be talking about everything that is going on in our state that is trending. We'll talk about the inauguration of the governor and his deputy for the second term. We have also talked about the appointment of the very first appointment the governor has made in his second term of Mr. Barrister Osarodion Ogie, who was actually the SSG in the past administration. Now is reappointed again based on his performance. I want to believe that. That's the governor believe equally that the guy did pretty well. That's why he reappointed him. And that's Barrister Osarodion Ogie, who is the SSG of our state government. Now we're going to talk about other issues. I think Mr. Ronnie is still standing by. I'm expecting Ambassador Uwaifo to show up anytime from now. Sometimes he usually runs late because he's a busy guy. He has a busy schedule. But most of the time he shows up, except it is actually too tight. Okay, now moving forward, I'm going to bring in my guest, Mr. Ronnie Jacob. We are still talking. We are still talking about the trending issues in our state, Edo State, in Nigeria. Now, the state governor, you just talk about the perennial issues of projects, the gigantic project like the Idele-Ero. People might be expecting magic to happen. No, it is it's a project. It's a project that is going to be there for a while until it is completed. If people don't understand it, it involves finances, and all that, huge finances to execute that project and bring it to completion. So then it's not a project like just tying the roads, some kilometer roads. No, it's not that kind of project. That's talking about Idele-Ero side of it. But we are happy that he is working on it. If he happen to make it up, to bring it on as quickly as possible, yeah, so be it. But again, like we said, we should be patient with the government and everything that he has lined out for us, for the state, to make the state viable, to make the state, a state, enviable, to others. He is prepared to do that. He is somebody, Godwin Obaseki is somebody who is selfless and contented. Like I said the last time, people are everybody is rushing into politics because they think that is the only place they can make money. This man came in for the people. He did not come for his own self-aggrandizement, so he's not in here to enrich himself. He's a man that has proven himself, a man with integrity, a man who is here for selflessness, so he's here to serve the people. Therefore, he demands our patience as well. Mr. Ronnie J, I'm going to bring you back in now to tell us we have, you just talk about project like Gile. Now, how about the education?
Mm.
How about education? You know, the Edo, is it
Do
Edo
best.
best, right?
Yeah, Edo best. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
I think for Edo best, all he needs to do is stick to what he's doing. I mean, I think I read a report that we are number 5 in terms of accreditation across the whole of Africa.
Wow.
You know, Edo State is number 5 at the moment in terms of education by the implementation of the Edo Best across Africa. That's the first time we've achieved that status ever. And if he continues at this pace and continues with the technological improvements, he's got the formula that would work. Okay, that's the bottom line in terms of education. So let's not rock the boat. Just leave the man JJ as you are doing it. The thing is working. Just continue to, even at this difficult time with COVID, they are implementing tablets and phones. And I understand those in villages might not be benefiting as much, but they are trying. And they'll continue to improve and continue to improve. And just, I beg him from the bottom of my heart to please just fix this, continue fixing this education the way you are doing it, because it is a major problem. It is a major problem, my brother. The bedrock of any civilized society is education. The problem that comes from illiteracy, it makes it difficult for people to. If you have any phone calls coming through, please, I'm happy to stop, because I think
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm opening up the phone at 1 o'clock. You know, so I just
Okay.
mentioned that you probably missed it. But again, what I'm trying to say here, Mr.
Sorry, I just have to stop there. So let me just quickly finish this, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So what I was trying to say was, if, for example, I want to employ, I think I said this in your show before, I'm looking to, next year now, we're looking to employ 2 more people. The problem we always have has always been, you put out a job application out there and you get over 1,000 people sending you application forms. Yeah. You get this application form, some of them, people just type it and copy and paste from from Google. And when you see all those ones that they copy and paste, you just throw them away because you know that they haven't got the initiative. When you now call for interview, the people that have got all these beautiful things on their CV can't even explain or defend their own CV. So it boils down again to education. Education is not only going to school. Remember during the campaign, there was something that kept coming up. Somebody built a house and put roof on it, but somebody brought learning to those buildings. Did you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
When we built the secondary schools and the primary schools in the States, we built beautiful buildings with red roof, but the learning was empty. So it's like building a fine house, but inside the house, you are living with a bad wife and a bad children. So you're having problems. Do you understand?
No
but
doubt.
when you have a fine house, even if you have a dirty house, but you're at peace, you have a beautiful wife, lovely wife, your home is at peace.
Yes, sir.
You understand? That's the same thing that's happened here, whereby we've had all these red buildings, but the guy has now said, okay, let me put learning into these buildings so that from the grassroots, from the primary school level, the children are being taught correctly. So by the time they get to secondary school, they already have learning, they are educated, they understand, they comprehend, they know how to read and write, they understand how to add and how to subtract. They understand how to write in paragraph, how to write sentences. They understand all the various vocabularies they use in English language, in maths and sciences. By the time they now get to secondary school, they are not just packing their bag and going to sit in the classroom and the teacher is just talking to the blackboard. At least they can understand and put some sentences together. So by the time those students now get to university, So you can see that the Edo Best plan is a long-term vision. It will take us another 12 years before we begin to see the benefits of the Edo Best educational progress. So it goes back to what we said before.
Because they're going to graduate,
Thank you. Stick to the plan that you have.
Yes.
Don't let some godfather or political guy come and change your plan, and then we now go back to a system whereby we are employing teachers that are not trained. We are getting your cousins and your brothers to come and teach.
Idele-Ero show. Okay.
Yes, I wanted to ask you if your government is building the local airport.
If they're building local airport?
Yes.
Of course, yes. That is part of his plans that they're going to work on the local airport. They're going to expand it to international standard. So they'll be expanding the local airport to international standard. Thank you for calling. What's your name again, man?
Sorry?
What's your name again?
My name is Claire.
Claire, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your calling. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so that was a call from Kenya. A lady from Kenya by name Claire that just called in to find out if our state government is building the local airport. Yes, I mean she has been admonished that the state government have made a promise, and I believe they are in collaboration with the federal government to expand the Benin airport to international standard. I heard that in the news. I'm not just making that up. That's the way it is. I hope you'll be happy to hear that distant time the Benin airport will have been expanded to international standard. Thank you for your call. As a matter of fact, we will come into that. I still have my guest here, Mr. Ronnie, with me. I'm expecting the ambassador Uwaifo all the way from Tanzania to join us, but he hasn't shown up yet. He's probably still busy with his engagement out there in Dar es Salaam or Kenya, as he used to move around. We are going to talk about how the government plan to impact on the people in technical skills. That's the reason why I brought the education issue. I brought the education issue to the table. The education. We talked about the technical education last week. How he has improved on the Benin Technical College that is going to be graduating people.
But I thought that technical college has not been built. That it's just somebody said he met somebody down the road that they said there's no technical college, that the building is just empty. Remember during the election, they said nothing was happening there now.
Oh no, that's not true. No, that's not true. I can dispute that myself, because
you didn't hear the news during the election.
Not during the election, but even before the election, I was home. Last year, before the COVID-19 had me back here. The pandemic, actually, before the pandemic had me back here. I was home. I saw for myself. I know that he's doing a great job in Benin Technical College. There's no doubt about it. You have seen videos yourself. They couldn't be making all that up, People have been there live. Come on, man. So, I mean,
He said there's nothing there. He said it's just an empty land. They take Photoshop and do something.
No. I am somebody who will. I can dispute that because I have seen for myself.
Yeah.
I've been into that college, and I've been there. So, and I've seen things for myself. And a lot of people have been there live and brought out videos. How are people going to dispute all that? That's what it's about.
I'm gonna promise.
I'm not going to worry about that.
All the ballot boxes are fake.
in order not to, so this is just to kind of soften the atmosphere here. So I'm gonna be bringing opening the phone line because I may not be able to wait till that time because the discussion has been on, and I believe that everybody is enjoying the show. So I'm gonna open the phone line. Myself and Ronnie J in particular, will be here to answer your questions if you have one, or if you have any contribution to make. The phone lines are open, and the number is +1 214 229 7475. Again, the number is +1 214 229 7475. Lines are open. Call us and make your contribution or ask questions. Mr. Ronnie, so what you were saying about you know how people carry all this rumor about that just to discredit the government of the day. That is not true. We need to give credit to those who deserve the credit. The man has done a lot of work to people have seen it. It's practical. There's no Photoshop in that at all. Nobody can do that. Live video most time you cannot.
Make sure when you visit the States, you go to these places and record videos so that at least when you come back, you can play them on your show.
I sure will. I told them last week that when I travel, if I come to the UK, for example, I'm coming with my channel. I'm coming with my
that'd be lovely.
To continue my broadcast. My live broadcast will not stop. It's going to continue. Yes. And then if I go to Nigeria, the same thing. I'm going to take my equipment, so, and I will do my live broadcast also from there. And that way, I will have opportunity actually, to visit all these places.
Exactly. You can even do your live show directly from there.
Ascertain, the genuinity of those information we've been getting,
correct,
especially from social media. One more time, the phone lines are open. Ronnie J and I are here to take your questions, or if you have any contributions to make, lines are open. Give us a call on +1 214 229 7475. +1 214 229 7475. Yeah, Mr. Ronnie J, I'm gonna probably play music again.
Some music, so we can take a short break.
So that, while we are waiting for for them to call in, we will just play the music. This is the music of our gospel lady singer from Nigeria, So please enjoy the music while we're waiting for a phone call. As soon as we get the calls, we'll pause the music and answer the questions or take your contribution as well. Mrs. Pana Omori, Listening to the Idele-Ero show. My brain, a friend, a sister, a mother who passed away 17 years ago. So that's a message. If you are watching the program, we join you. So remember, expecting your phone calls. Exclusive show tomorrow, which is basically going to be for the youth. It's for the youth. Actually, there's a political party they are forming in Nigeria, and they call it the YDP. That's the Youth Democratic Party of Nigeria. Yeah, YDP N. So that's going to be tomorrow, same time. It starts from 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, US and Canada, and 5:30 p.m. in the UK, and 6:30 p.m. in Nigeria time. I want all the youth to join that program. They are talking about the political party they are working on. Tomorrow you will hear a lot about that political party tomorrow. So I will expect all, especially the youth, to join us tomorrow for that particular program. You know, so It has been is a special program arranged for the youth. NYDP is the name of the political party, you know. So National Youth Democratic Party, you know. That's the meaning of the NYDP of Nigeria. So tomorrow is going to be a big day for them. It's going to be a big day for the youth, the people, the membership of that party that is being formed in Nigeria. So we expect everybody to join us and be part of that show tomorrow. Again, it's going to be 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, US and Canada, and then 5:30 p.m. London, UK generally, you know, so UK, and then 6:30 p.m. Nigeria time. So please do not forget to join that program tomorrow. It is a special edition of the Jobran Idele-Ero show. Usually, you know, we don't broadcast on Sunday. We have not added Sunday to our broadcast, but for a special request, we are going to have that day tomorrow for the youth to talk about this political party that is being formed in Nigeria. So I expect all the youth to tune in tomorrow en masse and be part of the program. So I guess we are about to round up the show. I want to thank my guest today, Mr. Ronnie Jacobs, for staying with me for your time. You know, we appreciate your contribution as always. Mr. Chris Ojes was there, but was invisible, but he was there, you know, probably at the background. And I want to appreciate all our listeners out there, you know, wherever you are. You know, we appreciate you. Without you, this program, this broadcast is not complete. So please join us again tomorrow for that special edition of the Jobran Idele-Ero show. And I will see you back after tomorrow again on our regular broadcast, which is going to be Wednesday next week. We are also going to be here, same time, same station, the Jobran Idele-Ero show. We are not going anywhere. We'll be here waiting for you and to have you on the program. But thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow, same time. My name is Jobran Idele-Ero. I'm signing out. May God bless you and your family. Bye for now.
To come your way again.
Yes.
I want you to know that the God that answers prayers will.
All right. Once again, the music was especially bringing this to you today. That lady has contributed to gospel music in our state and in Nigeria, you know, live. So enjoy. Some heroes live. Our able lady, Mrs. Correction there, the music you are hearing, you are listening to the other artist, but this is different artist that play this music. It has been a lot of music. some old music,
You
and
got my
it's looking to, you know, renew
You
the heart of
married
many,
the young.
you know.
Mami va confía que
This
no begging for my mami que ya yo ma que sano ye really like the yes contao abano esto
this music hit gold, you know, when it gets came out. And they say, oh, it's still very fun. And looking at the lyrical meaning of the music. Mrs. Farmer Omori. God bless you out there. We'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget to join us. Join
Bueno, vieux, je l'ai, I know,